Hello. So I'm getting ready to make this call to Kaitlyn's supervisor because I don't know if you, as I told you before I clear house, I have a very hard time getting this woman to do anything for me. She's supposed to be a case manager. No, when I was in a hotel for 2 weeks, right? Every couple of days they want to extend it. So do you know what that means? That I'm sitting up there in the room. I'm supposed to be focused on trying to get a job, trying to get all these things, find housing, trying to get my children. And you mean to tell me they have me sitting up in the hotel room day after day waiting, okay, are they gonna extend it or not? And every fucking time I have to keep reaching out. Like that one star Stephanie, I had no problem. She would extend it, tell me about it, I didn't have to worry. But when it came to Kaitlyn, it was always some bullshit. Every time I turn around, it would be, oh, I'm gonna extend that, or she wouldn't say anything. So, checkout is at 11. Now I'm platinum member, so I asked for late checkout, they gave me to 1. So it'd be like 12 o'clock. Okay, sure, she not saying nothing. So let me just pack my things. Then I got the last fucking minute call to that. Okay, we're going to extend it. Now, a case manager job is to connect you with the appropriate resources. So I don't have a drinking problem. I don't have a drug problem. Why is she trying to refer me to places that are specifically only for that? I definitely don't have major issues with mental health because she tried to refer me to one program for mental health, and they told her she don't have a history, so we can't take her. So you're supposed to properly vet your resources before you send them on to the client, or come on, you want to match them appropriately. Now, what she didn't say the whole time, mind you, not only do they have their own emergency shelter, but they have emergency shelter that takes children. Because what am I doing now? Fighting against human traffickers to get my children. You see what I'm saying? So obviously, something ain't right with her. So first she tell me, okay, you're gonna move out of the hotel, you're gonna move in next Friday. All right, great. So I'm waiting. And then she calling me, no, it's gonna be Wednesday. Then it's gonna be Monday. I'm like, okay. So this changes. So finally Monday, right? Now mind you, when I was at the hotel, for 2 weeks, mind you, I went shopping, grocery shopping. The first day I went, and I only spent about maybe $40 because I didn't know. No one told me how long I'm gonna be in this hotel room, right? So I spent the $40, no big deal. Okay, cool. The second time I have to go to the grocery store, Kaitlyn, and of course she wanna go to Walmart. All right, fine. I like buying grocery outlet. That's where Stephanie has taken me. It's way cheaper and way more effective. So actually, no, the first time we went to Walmart, that was the first grocery shopping. I spent maybe $50, if that. Because again, nobody's telling me, how long I'm gonna be here. I don't like to spend a lot of money because people tend try to take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel like that was gonna be the case in the situation, but I'm just watching, being careful. So she already know that for 2 weeks of someone living in a hotel like that, where you only have fridge and microwave, you know how much the agency spent for my food? Less than $100. Because you know why? I'm not trying to keep calling for food or thing like that. It's just like, well, I'll survive. So I'm using my own money. Now, if you're at a hotel, obviously, stuff is a lot more expensive. But no problem. I save a seat for everything. Now, I also have asked Kaitlyn during this time, several times, could I please go get my clothing out of my storage unit? My storage unit is about 30 miles away. I have my clothing, my hygiene, my professional clothing, because I'm applying for jobs, which ironically, she told me, don't worry about a job at this point, just worry about shelter. Wait a minute, why wouldn't I want to get a job? Because whether I go to a shelter or not, that's going to propel me to where I need to be. Correct? Correct. All right. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna be applying for a job. And for I spent a good portion of my money buying my uniform for hospitality jobs. I upgraded my food handlers, my liquor license, a few certifications. And guess what? It's like I was getting interviews. I didn't expect this coronavirus stuff to just totally blow everything off the map, but it did. But needless to say, I'm doing above and beyond. When I realized that typing, obviously it's hard to type on your tablet without a keyboard. I waited till I got my social security disability. I got a keyboard. Seeing as though she never gave me no hygiene product. I mean, what do you think I'm going to be in there with, right? and I have a storage full of clothes and hygiene products. I just go and start getting a few things here and there, clothing. Because for 2 weeks, nobody want to be wearing the same two outfits. Come on, no? And you know this. You're a case manager. You know that basic needs are food, clothing, shelter, hygiene, things like that. Even to wash my clothes, I'm like, there's no laundry in my hair. So when you take me washing the clothes, I hand wash them. You see, because nobody gonna go walk to the boss, take the boss, because there wasn't no laundry man around. So basically, what I'm saying is that I did whatever I could do to survive. And so finally moving day comes, great. So I'm happy and excited. Now there's something else I have to mention about Kaitlyn's condo. The fact that I asked her several times to go to the stars. She always says she's busy, she don't have time, trying to always pass things off on another staff member, I've seen her do it several times. So I'm like, okay, I guess I just have to wait. I also was asking her to take me to the courthouse because the former program that I was in, I had to file several complaints about them for abuse, how they treat you. They don't want to help you. And in that case, that's why this agency came to get me, because I had wrote the report. I went to the authorities and all that, and because of me speaking up and she retaliating against me, I had no place to go. So, Kaitlyn understands all of this. And I think that it puts me in a vulnerable position because you don't want to be the person that's always having to file a grievance or file a complaint or speak up about what people are doing. Because then people are like, well, maybe it's just, it's hard. No, it's not me. Because one thing I know how people are supposed to be treated. I know how case management works. I used to be a case manager, and I've, in my life, going to foster care, juvenile justice, and all this shit. I think I've come across many a case manager, so I know the basic function because I used to do that job. So that really concerned me. So the first, back to the first day I moved in here. So I moved in here. She doesn't do no walk-in inspection to look at to make sure that the apartment has everything that it needs, that there's nothing wrong structurally wise. And she's supposed to give me a key to my room. And we were all supposed to go to the courthouse that day because, as I mentioned, that's what I wanted to do to file the restraining order. So this person won't be harassing me anymore. And I also told her that the area where my storage is, where I was living on the street, that this abuser knows that. Why? Because the abuser was actually like the case manager for the program that I was in. So they had a copy of my deed. They knew all my information. So I really was like, I'm not trying to go in that area because she frequents the area. And she told me she frequents the area. You know what I'm saying? So you put two and two together. So I went to visit the courthouse, seeing as though when I asked her to go to the courthouse, it was always an issue. I took myself. I went to the courthouse and I filed, get the information only for them to tell me, oh no, you have to go way out to Spring Valley Alcohol Courthouse. Oh my God, really? Y'all make it really hard for a person, but no problem. So then I tell Kaitlyn this. I said, I'm at the courthouse. This is what the lawyers are saying. I really want to have this handled. Can you take me? Ask her 2 times. You know what she tells me to do. Now, can you imagine? I'm way in North County. She'll tell me to take the bus, to take the train, because to get all the way to alcohol, I would have to take a bus, a train, a trolley, and then a bus. It's about a 3-hour trip. And anyone who has a phone and common sense will know this thing here. And the reason why she asked me to do this several times, and I was like, this is not going to work. I'm too tired. I mean, I will have to leave her at 5 o'clock in the morning. Why you want me to meet you there at 9:30? The courthouse don't close till 4. I can wait for you to get up here and we can ride, or we can even do it in the middle of the day. It don't matter, right? No, that's too much like correct for her. So she tell me finally, well, I only said 9:30 because I want you to meet me there because I come from outside of town. Oh, so you're asking me to do something that's convenient for you. How thoughtful of you. How thoughtful when a person is going to try to get a restraining order against a person for abusing them, that you tell them, oh, take the bus, train, whatever you got to do, 3 hours. It don't have to be raining. I didn't even want to get on the fact that I asked her once to take me to the Walmart so I could get a raincoat, rain boots, and an umbrella. It's pouring down raining, you know what I'm saying? She's too busy for that. Then she text me the next day. Oh, did you get your stuff? Yeah, I walked in the rain to the Salvation Army and got me an umbrella puncher. Thank you very much. So this phone is getting ready to cut the recording, so I'm going to start a new video. This is part one.